The Archons have conducted the preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the ether, a pattern observed only once before in history, 5 years ago to be precise. I should like to think it is mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. At a great sacrifice, we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions, yet our struggle continues, and we need you now no less than before. Please continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of this realm, of this very star. What is this? I know you have scarce had a chance to rest, but I'm afraid there is still work to do. The ultimate weapon's destruction has served to embolden the beast. Oh, who now seek to call their gods. Oh, this is unlocking hard mode primals. Even as we speak, the Amalsha, the Ixal, and the Cobalt are making preparations for their respective summoning rites, and that is but half of it. Much to our dismay, the 3 tribes are somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Oh, my turn to say something? Ahem. Basically, this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Far, far stronger. The previous incarnations will seem as pale imitations. The beast tribes, we believe, began holding crystals with a vengeance in the wake of Ultima Weapon's maiden's appearance. You'll remember that as the time it devoured the 3 primals in one sitting. The Crown Companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. The last-ditch losses they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures. After deliberation, the leaders concluded that they must needs turn to us once more, to thee. The etheric waves that were observed in Moldana do not appear to bear a connection to any beast tribe. Yet much more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I loathe to send you into the midst of danger again so soon, but none have proven themselves more capable against the primals than you. Will you undertake this mission, Cyrith? You have my thanks. I truly do not know what we would do without you. Go ahead, Thancred. With circumstances as they are, I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life, Cyrith. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. A string of failures had left me feeling powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow scions. But instead, I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you, it shan't happen again. Owing to everyone's demonstrations, I am quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties again soon. Thancred's return marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Scions. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one sure step at a time. Ariange has the overview of the situation as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission. Any extra primals or any extra dungeons that can be unlocked, I will do in my own time. Because they're not really important. And, well, until like way later. So, let's continue. Cyrith, it pleases me to see you well. Do excuse me for interrupting, Cyrith. My lady, the gentleman from Ashgana Exports has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this afternoon. Thank you, my lady. Ever since we defeated Gaius Van Belsar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we will now be besieged with benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, and I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. A neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldessian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to. Forgive me, I do not mean to burden you so. It's okay. Yet, my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on the matter. Get. There we go. There we go. You have a quest. You'll have a quest. And you'll have a quest. You recall our meeting with the Admiral shortly after the Lominsians' You recall our meeting with the Admiral shortly after the Lominsians sent word of the resummoning of Titan? And mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said out to Melweb that her people had broken the treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had justly responded, that we had been called to intervene in the conflict which she herself invited. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because, owing no alliance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Limsians to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Minfilia can expect a similar reply. Many diligences with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated, if only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Cyrith. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papalimo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandoning your principles nice, you know? None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles? Neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count how many times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Uldal now. And have done with it. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. Yep, there we go. Such knowledge as I possess of beast tribes and their primals is at thy disposal. Whether man or beast man, we want to seek power when plunged into the black depths of despair. That despair doth begin with the Emolja, who may have already summoned forth Ifrit. With our Karma thinker now returned, thou wouldst do well to seek his counsel. 'Tis a lot of powerful to attract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst the other resteth ever on their hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioner's mechanism. Nay, not while the beast tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat, to rise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. The sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few, with our fortunes so finite. Yeah, okay. Dolphino! The situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the adjacent. Come along, Cyrith. Afino, Cyrith, is aught amiss? You desired counsel, and you shall have it. In Philia, the Science of the Seventh Dawn must leave Ul'dah. We must do what? So long as we remain within Ul'dah territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an aetherite. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause. Which is why it and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. If Ul'dah is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length, and plant our banner in a place which all agree is beyond their borders. Mordona. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ul'dah and her people over the years, but I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Ul'dah is our home, Alphino. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, Addisant. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Silence of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did, that makes us more than mere comrade in arms. We're as much your family as... That'll be all, Afino. I am sure that you have some familial affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no, I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. See. I'm gonna go with that one. Well, I'm dumb. Oh well. Leave Ul'dah. Has it truly come to this? Oh, Sareth. Pray, attend to Afino. He is engaged in some business or other that requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Afino waits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. Okie dokie. There you are! Confound it! She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Philhamin was her name, though you might know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent, and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlian minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Minfilia too struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Philhamin's absence stretched from months into years, she said that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate. For whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Philhamin is alive and well. Alas, they have served to rekindle an irrational hope in Minfilia which now clouds her judgment. This talk of Ul'dah as our home, and of the insurmountable difficulties of moving to Mordona, is no more than the expression of her unwillingness to let go. Nonsense in a word, but until the tales of Philhamin's miraculous preservation have been categorically disproven, I fear she will remain lost to reason. That being the case, I propose we set about disproving them post-haste. Let's see how these fanciful claims stand up to investigation. One of the most recent in the latest crop of rumors comes to us by the way of Father Elude. Question him for me. I shall look into another alleged sighting and follow anon. Okay. I think I shall end things here for now. Hero's work is never done.